Okay, let's look at some monitoring part today, right? So we have gone through a couple of things, right? We have gone through most of the things, like as a system admin we should know. So we should also move to some part of monitoring stuff, right? So before we talk about monitoring much, so let's quickly create one incident. Let's say I'm going to create one incident, so we'll pause this video. So you can see my instance is ready now, right? So we're gonna talk today about a couple of things like CloudWatch, SNS, SQS, about these topics, right? Before we jump into those, right, we will quickly navigate to a couple of things we see here, like check status check, right, and monitoring, which is basically you can say something somehow which is essential. Somehow sometime you need to go through these things also. So let me just pull it up. You already know about it, right? What is system check, right? If you create some check and if you have enabled some check, what it is doing, these checks monitor the AWS system required to use the instance and ensure they are functioning properly, right? These checks are basically helping you, like everything here is working fine, right? If you see now in the status check is an initialization status, right? So that's what you can see the status of your incident from here. So let it come up properly. You can also create your checks here, right? You can see still not completed. So let's wait for a while and get it completed. Right, we can see here now. If you see the status, if you see the check here, it says 2 out of 2 check has been successfully passed. First check says system status check, and the another says system instance status check, right? So both are somehow similar. So both has been passed now, and you can see the instance is accessible and reachable for us, right? It says system reachability check passed, instance reachability check passed, right? Both check has been passed here. So even if you want, you can create your own checks here, right? How you can enable the notification if you want. If you don't want, remove it, right? Anyhow, but it may be useful for you. You say check fail any, check fail instance, check fail system, right? If anything is failing, if instance is failing, if anyhow the system is failing inside the system, it should be alerted. Let's say you say instance, right? If instance is getting failed, all right, anyhow the check is getting failed for at least 2 consecutive period for 1 minute, right? 2 time in a 1 minute, or you can update some time here, right? You can specify that specific instance for your checking when alarm should be triggered. What alarm should be triggered, you can see here. The status check failed, instance count, it will show it here, right? You can go ahead and create alarm. But if you have also configured the SNS, you can send SNS, and you can take some actions also. Recover this instance, stop this instance, reboot this instance, right? Whatever action you wants to take, right? If status check is failing here, right? So you can go ahead and create alarm. So it is going to fail because we do not have SNS available. So let's leave it for now and go ahead and create it, right? Now I can close it. So if you see here one another check, you can see like status alarm status, no data at this moment, right? If you go here, you can see insufficient data at this moment for this instance. If you want to view more, click here, you'll be able to see more stuff about this. So it is directly taking you to the CloudWatch, right, where you can see your instance status. So at this moment we don't have any specific data regarding this. So this is what you can also play from here itself, right? From directly from your system console, I mean EC2 console itself. Now let's go to check status again. Alright, so everything is fine at this moment, right? So if your needs anyhow, you can set the alarms like this, right? The next I gonna jump into the monitoring section, right? So this is the monitoring section, or you see I created one check, right? That's what it says, the cloud watch alarms is here, right? If you go here, you can drill it down more here, right? If you have more alerts, you could see here those two, right? Also you can create the alarm from here, what exactly you are looking for, what goes down, what happens, you know, if CPU utilization goes above, let's say, what should happen? It should send notification, what action you should take. Do you want to reboot your system? Do you want to terminate your system? What do you want? If your CPU average is getting, you know, average utilization is greater than equals to 90%, what should happen? For at least one consecutive period for 5 minutes. If once it goes continuously, you know, above 90 and equals to 90 for a 5 minute, what it should do? It will send you the notification once if you have enabled the SNS, and the second it will reboot your instance, and it will send you the notification also if you have take action. If you haven't taken any action, so you can create the topic from here itself or from SNS, right? And it will send you the notification. We're going to discuss about this too, right? So you can also like do the things from here. You can monitor your disk, right? Your network, CPU credit, so on and so forth, directly from the the EC2 instance console system itself, from here itself, right? And you can monitor your all the data here in network input, disk read, write, and everything here in the form of graph, right? How the data is coming, how the traffic is flowing for this instance, everything you can get it from here, right? So before we deep dive, you know, much on this, so let's go through the SNS first, right? SNS is basically called a messaging service, right? Before you are getting for, you can say, messaging, email, alert, something, jumping onto the monitoring stuff, we should be familiar with some notification mechanism in the AWS as well, right? So that's what I'm going with, the simple notification service here, which is also known as SNS. All right, so let's create a topic first. If you want to see more about pricing, you can go ahead and, you know, go to the document and see how the pricing works here. You can learn more features here. This is, you know, reliably deliver messages with the durability, automatic scale your workload, simplify and architecture with message filtering, keep message private and secure. So some use cases which has been done by NASA, Play on Sports. You can go through and read their, you know, use cases also. You will see the videos also here, which the NASA will tell you like what use case they have done for this, you know, SNSQ. Right, so okay, I gonna create one topic, let's say. I will call it AWS testing. Okay, the display name is optional if you want to give any name, so let's go ahead and put the same name here too. Encryption is optional, I don't want to encrypt it. Access policy is optional. If you want to add some action policies here, you want to add some role, something like that, you can go ahead and create it. Only the topic owner can see it, or everybody can see it, right? Only the specific AWS account can see it. If you want them to see it, you can put them here too, right? You can put all the AWS account whom you want to see this topic, right? let's say I would say only the owner of the topic could see it now. So I'm not going to like put more policies. Define who can subscribe this top. Only the topic owner, everyone, only the specific AWS account, again only the request with the certain option. So let's say at this moment only the topic owner, right? The next is delivery retry policy, right? It's HTTPS, it's basically optional, right? But let's say if you say, if the once the message has failed, right, so it should do a retry. So, and how many retry it should do, you can write the policy here too, right? By default, use the default delivery policy. This is the default. Minimum retry is 3, right? And minimum delay target 20, minimum delay target 20, every by default the policy is set here, right? Let's say if you see in the left hand side, it says number of retry, it will take max 3 retry without delay. If it says अगर डिले हो रहा है तो रिट्राई करे, देन इट्स 0. मैक्सिमम डिले कितना हो सकता है? इट्स 20 सेकेंड, सॉरी मिनिमम 20 सेकेंड, maximum delay is 20 second too, right? So you can go with the default policy, and if you want to make some changes, you can do it. If you don't want to, like if let's say you say the delivery is failed, right, and you don't want to retry, you can make it 0. That's fine. Or the next is delivery status logging. Do you want to log the status of the delivery? So we have these protocols: AWS Lambda, Amazon SQS, HTTPS, platform application endpoints, right? So I'm not going to use it, it's optional too, right? The next is tag is optional too, that's fine, I don't want to use it. Go ahead and create the topic. Right, now the topic has been created. Now the next is time to create a subscription, right, so that we could send a notification using those subscriptions. So go ahead and click on subscription. Here it says, what are you going to send? Mail? Are you going to use some HTTPS protocol or SMS something? Let's say at this moment I say I'm going to send the mail, right? You can send the SMS too, right? You'll have to put the endpoint here, mobile number that can receive the notification from Amazon SNS, right? So let's see it like we do it email at this moment, right? And I would say send it to csharma4u@gmail.com, right? And come down, subscription filter policies, it's optional. If you are looking to like filter something, you can create some policies here. Retry policies, dead letter queue. If there is something dead in the queue, what do you want to do? You want to redrive the policy, leave it the default at this moment too. So go ahead and create this subscription, right? Now the subscription pending is confirmation, status is still pending, so it will take some time to get completed. So let's go to dashboard again and see. We have one topic, we have one subscription, we don't have any platform application here. This is the push notification. If you want to push some notification, that's what we have, those services are also here. Let's go to dashboard and see subscription now. It should have been active now. This is still pending. So just click here in the pending configuration confirmation, right, and click on just a request confirmation. Right now it says the confirmation request was successful. Right, so let's re-review this now. Go to subscription again. It shows pending. Still pending. So click here. Okay, now it says after request confirm subscription. So click on confirm subscription. Enter the subscription confirmation URL. Okay, what we would have added. Let me see the email now. That was right. Where it's saying the notification. Okay, let's request confirmation once too. I think this is the confirmation URL. So let's copy this and see if this works now. Okay. It says confirmation request was sent successfully. So is it sending to C Sharma for you? I'll have to check this too. Now I'm in my account, right, which I have subscribed for. So let's go here in these. Okay, I'm seeing here, right, the confirmation things here. So you can see this is subscription confirmation. You have choose to subscribe this topic. Okay, so click on this confirm subscription here. Okay, so it says this has been subscribed, subscription is confirmed. So let's go here, refresh the dashboard and see if the subscription is done successfully. Okay, now the subscription has been confirmed. So let's give a testing here. I don't need this, leave it, right? So we believe that everything is fine now. This has been successfully, the subscription has been done. So let's go ahead and do some testing here. Right, so I'm going to my EC2 console itself. Just for a validation, let's quickly create one alarm from the instance itself instead of going to some other places, right? So let's go in the monitoring section, and you can see everything is now visible here, right? The graph and everything. So let's go ahead and create one alarm here. Let's say send notification to csharmaforyou@gmail.com. You can also take one action, terminate the instance. Okay, I will reboot it, let's say. Right, what I'm saying is average CPU utilization is getting greater than equals to 20. Just for a testing I'm putting it 20, right? For at least one time for consecutive periods of 5 minutes. So we'll have to wait for a 5 minute at least, right, and create this alarm. Right, okay, this has been created now. Let's see if the alarm is there. I can see we have a 2 insufficient data at this moment. So let's access this instance and increase the load here for this instance. Let's go to description here, copy the URL, and here we go. Okay, let me do it from here. Okay, this sounds good. So I'll say echo or no hub, yes, slash type slash null. Let's give it %. Okay, it's increasing our CPU utilization bit here. You can see it's going greater than 99 at this moment. So we'll have to wait for a couple of more than consecutive 5 minutes to see if this is sending alerts to us. So let's go here now in monitoring section. It says the alarm status is okay at this moment, right? CloudWatch has 2 alarms. Drag it and see here, you can see it says okay now CPU utilization. So view it now, how the CPU utilization going for this instance. Okay, it has been directly sent us to the CloudWatch. Now here we go, right? It says it's okay for now, but if you see the CPU utilization, the spike is there, right? It's going bit up now. See here, it was less, now it's getting pretty high. So let's wait for some time. Refresh this too. Now you see more spikes here. It's growing now, right? And let's go to the alarm section here too. Still we don't have any alarm, so we'll have to wait for some time. So I'll mute it for now. Alright, now you can see guys, after 5 minutes, right, within 5 minutes it showed like there was continuous CPU utilization was beyond the the threshold we have specified. So it has trigger one alarm, and it has rebooted your instance too. So let's see. Now the first we see the uptime of the incident, right? The instance is still not up, it has been rebooted, right? So let's go to email and see if it has triggered any alerts in my mail. I think it came in Primely itself. Okay, I think this is AWS testing alarm. Okay, this is the alarm which we have received here, right? You're receiving this because the Amazon cloud was this in North Virginia, right? The threshold is crossed 1, data endpoint this greater than equals to 20, inserted this, right? And what has happened here, you can see the threshold, CPU utilization is this, and everything here, right, which is mentioned here. So now if you go to the here, and if you see now alarm, right, you have one alarm here. It says the state is in alarm yet. Now let's go ahead and see like if our condition met and the instance was rebooted. Now it says the instance is running again. Okay, let me restart it. Now you can see the instance has come up again. Now if you do uptime, right, you can see the incident, this happened just 1 minute before, right? The system was rebooted after that alarm was triggered.